Greetings, Path of the Sacred Crow Clown students. I'm the Clown Prince of Chaos, and I would like to welcome you to the world of the clown. This class is a journey of self-discovery and self-initiation onto a path that will forever change how you view the world around you and yourself. You will learn how to step away from your normal ways of thinking and view yourself and the world around you with a crow's eye and a clown's humor. This path is shamanic in nature and invokes several animal spirits, including the coyote and the crow. Before this class begins, you must ask yourself, are you willing to take that leap into the void? Are you willing to put yourself under the microscope? To use a scalpel to cut away the stagnant parts of yourself? Are you willing to step off from the path that everyone else is taking? Do you have the courage to run in reverse when everyone else is running forward? Do you have the courage to poke the sleeping bear if it means that you could be killed by that bear? Sure, the bear will be angry. But maybe, just maybe, you're the cub. You're that bear's cub, and you need food. And that bear is what's going to get you food. All the other bears don't want to wake it up. They're afraid to. As a sacred clown, it's your duty to poke that bear. You will tend to find yourself at odds with your own self, to the point where you could argue with yourself, even out loud. People around you may start to think you've lost your mind. This is normal. I mean, look at me, I'm wearing clown makeup. This is a normal part. Not the clown makeup. The clown makeup doesn't have to be a normal part of your clown practices. It's just fun. And it helps me get into the role. But you may start to be viewed as insane and viewed negatively by those around you. But part of the class, part of this path is learning not to care. In fact, not to care is the wrong way to go about it. You do care, but you often find it hilarious. You find it funny that people view you the way that they do. Which works into one of the several duties that we find ourselves required to perform as a sacred clown. First, the sacred clown is required, well, not really required, but we often find ourselves challenging the societal norms. We are the epitome. The sacred clown is the epitome of counterculture. While everyone else is running forwards, we're running in reverse. People may look at us and think, hey, look at that idiot over there. Running in reverse. Why is he doing that? Obviously, I'm right. Everyone else is running forwards. We were always taught to run forwards. Why would we run in reverse? As a sacred clown, we don't do things just because we've always been taught to do that. We don't do things just because we've been told the other way is wrong. We experiment for ourselves. What makes the other way wrong? Why can't I run in reverse? What about that is wrong? Why is running forwards a good idea simply because everyone else is doing it? Because we were taught to do that. We were told to do that. As a sacred clown, you will start to challenge these things and challenge others to think about why they do things. Sure, running, for example, instead of people saying running in reverse is bad because they've told us it's bad, they start to think to themselves, well, running in reverse, our legs really aren't designed to run backwards. We run slower, it's less efficient, we can't see where we're going. Those are at least three different things. Reasons why running in reverse isn't as good. But they thought about those. They weren't just like, oh, well, I'm running forward because everyone else is, because they told us to. They had to think about why running in reverse was bad and why running forward was good. It keeps their minds fresh. It stops the stagnation of the mind, which is what the Sacred Clown is all about. Freeing society from its stagnation. We are tricksters who employ trickster magic and minds to force people to think about the ideas and ideals that they hold dear to their hearts. Personally, I am a troll. I embrace that, and I have a lot of fun being a troll. It's an intrinsic part of being a sacred clown, at least in my opinion. Trolling not only the masses, but also trolling yourself is very, very important. As I mentioned before, by trolling yourself, you can figure out why running forward is better than running in reverse, instead of just accepting it for what it is. Because there are certain concepts we as humans accept as the norm, as right, because they told us to. Because nobody was willing to step aside and say, hey, no. Take, for instance, the LGBT community that has just arisen. For years and years and years, it was the societal norm that relationships between the same genders were prohibited. They were wrong. Why? Because society tells us they're wrong. Because some external source tells us they're wrong. And that led to laws being created. Discriminatory laws being created for no other reason other than an external source telling us that it's wrong. But it took society, it took people, it took sacred clowns in their own respect and own right to step forth and say, no, this is wrong. These people should be allowed to be who they are. We should be, each as individuals, be allowed to be who we are. While everyone else was running forwards in that situation. Because they thought that it was right, because they were told it was right. Some people started running in reverse. And then more people started running in reverse. And more after that. That is a sacred clown. The people who start those movements are sacred clowns. That is the importance of being a sacred clown. This class will teach you how to do things like that. Often you'll find yourself doing it in the form of trolling. That's how I like to get my message across. You may find yourself banned from groups whose minds are closed to the idea, but don't be discouraged about it. Keep it up. Keep putting forth your message. Keep challenging those societal norms. Your message will reach people. It may not reach a lot of people, but it doesn't have to. The fact that you have changed the way that you view things, that you challenged the societal norm in order to be where you're at now. You decided that running in reverse, for whatever your running in reverse is, you've decided that that's the right way to go. Society's doing things wrong. Whether it's war, whether it's the constant fighting over shitty politics. Both sides, people arguing one side's right, the other one's right, they're both wrong kind of thing. Whatever you decide, whatever your sacred clown brain tells you, run with it. Don't be afraid. Don't let anyone tell you that you're wrong. But always make sure to constantly question yourself. To be able to step away from yourself and your conviction and to think, are you still running on the same path? Is it still the right path? Is there any changes I can make to this path? Have I grown stagnant? That is something that you will learn how to do. And that is how you become a sacred clown. Well, that's all I have to say. Sorry for the incredibly long-winded run on tangents. It's a little bit different than what I had started with, but the gist is all there. I hope I haven't scared any of you away. If I have, well, whatever. That's all part of being a sacred clown. If you happen to be afraid of clowns and have somehow managed to make it through this video with my scary face, I'd like you all to know that we are out to kill you. We will murder you and we will murder your children. Because we are clowns. Go on. Tell me I'm kidding. Anyway. That's enough clowning around for one day. I look forward to learning and trolling and clowning and growing with all of you as this 12-week course progresses. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please comment below or just drop me a message in my inbox. I'll always respond. This is the Clown Prince signing off. Yeah!